Welcome back, dear friends. In our previous sessions, we explored the foundations of sustainability and we stepped into the powerful triple bottom line: people, planet, and profit. A framework that tells us what sustainability should look like. But today, we shift from theory to action, from frameworks to faces, from ideas to individuals. Because a framework is only a blueprint, a model is only a skeleton, a policy is only a map, but it is people, real determined visionary people who actually turn sustainability into reality. And those people are social entrepreneurs. So today's session, the role of social entrepreneurs in achieving sustainability, takes us right into the heart of change making. We will explore how these individuals work in the toughest environments, create ideas out of constraints, and build futures out of problems. You will notice that behind every sustainability success story, there is often one person or a handful of people who refuse to accept things as they are. So, let's begin this journey by understanding why social entrepreneurs are not just contributors to sustainability, they are the engines that keep you running. Let's start with a simple observation. If sustainability was easy, the world would have achieved it by now. But it isn't easy. It is complicated, messy, political, structural, and deeply emotional. This is why governments, corporations, and large institutions, despite their massive resources, often struggle to reach the last mile. They operate with mandates, protocols, and regulations, but social entrepreneurs work with motivation, flexibility, and urgency. Where governments see risks, they see opportunity. Where markets see low profits, they see high impact. Where society sees a dead end, they see a beginning. They are the bridge between what should happen and what actually happens. And now, let's dive deeper into how they do it. But instead of listing points, I want you to imagine you are right there in the story. That you can see these entrepreneurs, hear their conversations, feel their challenges, and understand their solutions. Imagine a neighborhood where garbage trucks never enter. Definitely it smells of waste. Disease spread easily and children play on piles of discarded plastic. Private companies avoid the area because it's not profitable, isn't it? Government workers rarely come because it's too congested. Now imagine one young woman walking through these streets thinking, if no one wants to work here, maybe this is where my work begins. She starts Green Cycle Collective, trains local youth to sort waste, connects them with recycling units and builds a revenue sharing model. Soon, the dirtiest lane becomes the cleanest block. This is what social entrepreneurs do. They operate where markets collapse. They create structure where systems fail. They build solutions where others just walk away. So, sustainability cannot be outsourced. It must be co-created with the people who live the problem every single day. Picture a drought-hit village where women walk 4 kilometers to fetch just water. A typical solution would be to install a tank or dig a new borewell, but a social entrepreneur thinks very differently. She forms Aquasaki Women's Water Councils, where women map groundwater levels, repair pumps, track water usage, and manage rainwater harvesting. Suddenly, water management shifts from dependency to leadership. Do you see what happened here? The entrepreneur didn't just solve a problem, she activated the people. Many sustainability projects die young because they depend on donations. But social entrepreneurs ask, how can this idea fund itself? Take one of the hypothetical entrepreneur who creates eco-brick homes. He turns agricultural waste into eco-friendly bricks and trains rural youth to run small micro franchises. Now imagine a ripple effect. Less stubble burning, cleaner air, local jobs, eco-friendly construction, financially self-sustaining enterprise. This is sustainability in its strongest form, isn't it? Most businesses struggle to balance people, planet, and profit. But for social entrepreneurs, this balance isn't a target at all. It's instinctive. Let's visit a forage fringe community. A social entrepreneur creates harvest routes collective, training families to process medicinal plants sustainably. Suddenly, the forest regenerates, local traditions revive, income increases. One intervention, 3 sustainable outcomes. This triangle, environmental, social, and economic well-being, is the foundation of every social entrepreneur's work. So, sustainability is not just the policy, it's a habit. And these habits are shaped by many stories, peers, and role models. Imagine a school where students lead eco challenges through Youth for Earth clubs. Cleaning ponds or recycling plastic or conserving water, children change, families follow, neighborhoods evolve. This is social entrepreneurship at its most beautiful expression. Transforming culture, not just the systems. Now let's look as acting as a bridge between policy and ground reality. Policies are written on paper, but sustainability lives on the ground. Governments often ask, what will work? Communities often ask, what will happen? Whereas social entrepreneurs ask, what will work and help? Imagine clean air commuter ponds, an electric rickshaw cluster in peri-urban zones that collects real-time pollution data. Policymakers noticed emission drops and redesigned transport initiatives. One small idea, one big policy shift. isn't it? Sustainability without equity is incomplete. Imagine Craft Women Hub, where migrant women build eco-craft enterprises. Their incomes rise, their confidence grow, and their voices finally matter in decisions that shape their families. This is not just sustainability, this is justice. Some of the world's best sustainability ideas already existed in villages, forests, tribal areas, and heritage communities. Think of Roots and Remedies Cooperative, where a social entrepreneur partners with traditional healers to produce certified herbal products. Ecological practices improve cultural wisdom in preserved and income became steady. Sometimes innovation doesn't mean creating something new. It just means rediscovering what we have actually forgotten. Strengthening climate resilience. Preparing for a changing world. In the age of climate uncertainty, resilience is survival. Imagine storm shield networks, solar-powered communication hubs installed in cyclone-prone villages. During storms, these hubs keep communities informed, safe, and connected. This is sustainability with urgency. Driving circular economy, turning waste into wealth. Now picture Rewear Loop Exchange, a family-to-family clothing exchange using a credit system. Waste decreases, fashion becomes ethical, and circular economy becomes a lifestyle. So here sustainability becomes fashionable and literally. Strategic roles of social entrepreneurs. Now, let's zoom out and see how social entrepreneurs, not as founders but as strategic actors in sustainable development. They are innovators. They create what the world has never seen. They are system shapers. They change policies, markets, and behaviors. They are catalysts. They accelerate positive change. They are the educators. They shape the sustainability mindsets. They are network builders. They bring unlikely partners together. They are guardians of equity. They ensure no one is excluded. They are architects of resilience. They prepare communities for tomorrow's world. Social entrepreneurs don't just participate in sustainability, they redesign its very foundation. At this point, the question isn't, what do social entrepreneurs do? The question is, what would sustainability look like without them? So let's imagine that world which is neglected communities, weak last mile deliveries, policies without implementation, models without local ownership, innovations that don't reach the poor at all, climate vulnerability rising, circular economy remaining in the books, theoretical. Now imagine the world with social entrepreneurs, a world where ideas reach the ground, where communities gain agency, where nature is respected, where dignity is restored. They are indispensable because they work where no one else wants to, because they stay when others leave, because they innovate when systems collapse, because they care when world forgets you. They are not the backup plan, they are the backbone. So as we come to the end of today's session, I want to leave you with one thought. Sustainability is not a project. It is a promise to future generations, to the planet and to ourselves. But promises need people who commit to them, people who believe that a better world is possible, people who are brave enough to create it, people who are persistent enough to sustain it. Those people are social entrepreneurs. So as you reflect today, ask yourself, what role can I play in this moment? What problem speaks to me? What possibilities exist me? Because sustainability is not waiting for policies or institutions. It is waiting for people like you. Thank you for joining me today. In our next session, we will explore the drivers and forces motivating social entrepreneurs to achieve sustainability. The internal and external energies that push change makers to keep moving forward. See you then.